And Michael Bennett this offseason, while the Cowboys missed the playoffs and made minimal moves in free agency. Despite all of that, Jerry Jones does not believe the gap between the Eagles and Cowboys is that big. He said, quote, "I think that we should have been in the playoffs. We weren't, but I don't believe that us not being in the playoffs this past year is the size of the gap." Shannon, do you agree with Jerry?
No, I don't. The gap is bigger than I get it. Jerry is, trying to reassure his fans everything's going to be okay. But I can assure you the gap is bigger than Jerry is letting his fans and one diminished Skip Bayless would have people believe. Oh, but you might.
Hey, Joy, have I said anything?
No, you haven't said anything. I might have should have let you go because I think you're going to kill Jerry on this one. First of all, the gap is huge. And it's gotten bigger for the simple fact they've added depth. That was how they were able to win last year. You lose your all-world left tackle, Big B comes in, doesn't miss a beat. Your starting quarterback, the MVP, he was going to be MVP.
No, he wasn't.
I'll go to my dying bed, my deathbed, believing that Carson Wentz would have been the MVP this year had he not been here.
You might die sooner than later.
No. And guess what happened? Nick Foles comes in. Can you imagine what would have happened if Dak Prescott had gone down? Oh, Lord forbid Sean Lee goes down, Joy. Oh.
He did.
Oh.
Lord forbid.
And what happened? Because you don't have depth. You have these bad contracts. Philly doesn't have any of those. And what did they do in the offseason? What they did for Carson in the second year, they went out and got him playmakers. What have the Cowboys done for Dak? You lose Zeke Elliott, and the sky fell in on you. You guys do all this talking. Stephen Jones talking, Jerry's talking, Howie Roseman just sitting back chilling. Jeffrey Lurie ain't said a word, but I saw what he did on that old first Sunday in February. I saw him kissing old Mr. Lombardi.
And why was he doing that?
Because
everything to do with Nick Foles, the backup quarterback?
Howie Roseman's job is to not only get a starter, he also needs to build backup in quality depth. It's not his fault that you guys don't know how to do it, that you guys talk. All you want to do is talk. Oh, any publicity is good publicity. Let Jerry tell it. Last time, when was the last time they even felt the Lombardi?
They were sniffing it 2 years ago.
No, they were not sniffing it. No, that was sniffing nothing. Skip. First of all, in order for you to be close, and I hate using close in sports, Joey. I hate it because closeness only matters in three things. If you're slow dancing, if you're throwing grenades, or you're pitching horseshoes. Pitching, you're from Oklahoma.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah,
go ahead.
they pitch horseshoes in Oklahoma. I'm quite sure of that. But anyway, Skip, y'all not close. First of all, can you win more than one game in the playoffs? When was the last time you won more than one game? And since you won your last Super Bowl, Skip, you've missed the playoff more times than you've made it.
Well, in 2014, we won 2 games because we beat Detroit. We won at Green Bay. Well, we did, and the league had just admitted it. It was a catch.
Will you stop?
Dez caught it.
Will you stop? And that was the last thing he caught. So what's he caught in the last 3 years?
A cold.
Nothing. Exactly. So you're not close. You don't have depth. You have a lot of bad contracts, and the Eagles got better. And so guess what, Jerry? And Jerry, I get it. But you and Eagles are not the only team in the NFC. While I think they will continue to rise, Minnesota got better. The Saints didn't take a step back. Oh, the Rams, they got better.
Okay, but Jerry's just talking about the Eagles. Period, end of story.
The Eagles are flying. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Cry, Eagles, cry. You never know. Yeah, you're a new bandwagon fan. In
the words of Hannibal Lecter.
Pathetic.
We told Clarice Starling. And that old awful Jack Crawford.
So are you DMing with Howie Rose?
Oh, Howie. Howie's teed up.
So, I am not going to kill Jerry Jones for this. So you misread it once again. You distorted the picture of what is about to happen because you have a distorted view of what happened to my Cowboys last year. Because my Cowboys are a lot closer to the year before Cowboys than they are to last year's Cowboys. Because clearly, last year, everything went wrong. It was not meant to be. While everything in Philadelphia went right. It was meant to be all the way down to your overrated second-year quarterback Carson Wentz going down. God bless him. I'm knocking on wood. I hope he bounces back.
You saw him on IG throwing.
He's throwing. Yep. But how big a break was it that your backup quarterback stepped in for the Eagles and played at a much higher level than your other quarterback could have played at, your second-year quarterback in the playoffs? Well, Carson Wentz has thrown exactly 0 playoff passes in his career right now, but you're still saying, we got this, right?
Yeah.
You don't got this.
He would have.
Yeah. Because I'm not even sure he's going to be able to keep his job next year because nobody
Stop
in
trying
football,
to play that dissension.
No, it's quarterback quandary in Philadelphia. You know it and I not, because here he is. Nick Foles holding a clipboard?
Yeah.
The Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah.
Really? The guy who played the back-to-back 2 greatest quarterback games in the history of the NFL playoffs?
Yep.
Really? That guy?
Back to the
He's
bench.
going to hold a clipboard?
No, they don't know
Really?
clipboards anymore.
Oh,
they got Surface.
Yeah, okay.
Microsoft Surface.
Yeah. So he's going to play Microsoft Surface on the sideline, while Carson Wentz is going to be out there with the weight of the NFL world on his young shoulders, thinking, God, if I make one mistake, they're going to boo me. They're going to boo me, and they're going to start chanting, we want Foles. We want Foles. That's going to undo next year's Eagles. So Jerry's smart enough to see that coming, and he's smart enough to know that most people can't see the forest in Dallas for all the fallen trees, because they all fell last year, right? Think about what happened. The suspension cloud hung over Ezekiel Elliott for the first 9 games of the year. You don't think that troubled that locker room and that football team? You don't think that took a lot? How much did he have to travel to court appearances?
That ain't got nothing to do with the rest of the team. That should have been a burden on Ezekiel Elliott.
I think it was on the whole team.
I can understand how it would have impacted him.
Yeah, but from week to week, the whole team doesn't know if it's going to have its star
Doesn't
running
matter.
back.
You go play.
Okay, but it's easy for you to say, but then all of a sudden, after week 9, he's gone for 6 games. And what happened? They predictably fell apart, because meanwhile, the quarterback of the defense, the MVP, the heart and soul of the defense, Sean Lee, is missing 6 games. That's just too many. And meanwhile, Tyron Smith, by far the best left tackle in pro football and definitely the best run blocking left tackle, is out for 3 crucial games, but he shouldn't have tried to play in 4 or 5 other games when he just wasn't right. His back wasn't right all year. I'm going to remind you, Ty Smith is only 27 years of age. Who has the best offensive line in the division? It's still Dallas.
No, that's not what you said.
Oh.
You said they were overrated, and you didn't.
They did not play up to the level of expectation, because they had 3 players ranked in the top 25 of the whole NFL going into last year. They did not play up to that level. But everybody's either 27, Zach Martin or Travis Frederick, or Lyle Collins is 24. You don't think they're in their primes right now? You don't think they could bounce back and play the way they did in 2016? Huh?
If you go back and look at Sean Lee's history, what has his history been with the Dallas Cowboys?
Okay, but every once in a while, he plays 16 straight games.
One time.
What if he plays 16 next year? You'll be in trouble.
Are you banking on that? Because
yes, I'm banking on that.
Let's play the averages.
Yeah.
What the law of averages tell you?
I don't care.
Oh, now you don't care.
I'm banking on it. Sometimes it's meant to be, and sometimes it's not meant to be.
Oh, so
next year feels meant to be.
It was. So I guess it was meant to be that the Eagles lose their Hall of Fame left tackle and Jason Peters. It was meant to be that they lose their MVP.
He was
quarterback.
aging, Jason Peters.
He was still kicking butt.
Aging.
Hold on. Time out. You just said they're overrated. You called over it.
No, I didn't. I said they underachieved. They're not overrated. I've seen them play at the highest level. I've seen them dominate the league for a whole year, just the year before.
And then what happened?
Fat catting. The whole team came in fat catting, and then they had a suspension hanging over their head.
Whoa.
And then,
got an old back. Yeah. Why you fat catting? What have you won? What are you fat catting about? Where's the division?
They almost beat Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game in which their rookie quarterback, who had the greatest rookie quarterback season in NFL history, and you can't argue that because nobody played the way Dak Prescott did.
I'm not arguing that.
And in the playoff game, he went 28 of 38 for 302 and 3 touchdowns, and should have beaten Aaron Rodgers except for Mason Crossbar's 2 cross-country field goals of 56 and 51 yards. That's what it took for Aaron Rodgers to survive that game.
Joy, I stayed open after hours because I knew people were going to be hungry, and I was going to serve up some of them good old hot doves. I saw Aaron Rodgers in the Green Bay Packers. But when you look at it, Skip Bayless, let's just take a look at it. Offensive skill position. You are better than the Eagles at one position, running back.
And quarterback.
But they have...
And quarterback.
Stop it. Stop
I'm not going to
stop
stop it.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing.
Okay, Carson Wentz. Better. Skill position. Is your tight end better? Is your tight end better? Is Dallas tight end better than Philly?
By the way, yesterday, the Eagles finally had a lame reach of a move. They signed Richard Rodgers as their second tight end, and they love to throw to the tight ends. Richard Rodgers? Place of Trey Burton and, my God.
Brett Selleck?
Okay. Come on. Really?
So
Richard Rodgers, you realize his playing time decreased each of the last 3 years in Green Bay?
Yeah, but
he was a non-factor.
Here's the thing. When you look at it, depth-wise, offensively, you can't see the Eagles. Defensively, you definitely can't see the Eagles. Hey, field goal kickers, Jake Elliott, a rookie, in the Super Bowl. Now, I saw your guy Carpenter. I mean, he called Joy a fantasy league. Joy could have won $100 grand, but she had him. Dan Bailey. Yeah. She had him, and he's shanking punts left and right. Shankopotamus.
$100,000.
Yeah, I just made that up. But you could win.
I'm not a degenerate.
No. You could have won your fantasy league, but he cost you. Let's just go ride with it, George. Ride with it.
Yes. I'm in a $100,000.
Yeah.
So think about this. We still have the best offensive line in the division, the best quarterback, and the best quarterback. Yeah, we got all that. And if they all stay healthy and they're eligible to play all 16 games, guess what? It's going to be a fight to the finish.
If Aaron Rodgers has stayed healthy.
You know what? My young secondary, it's coming, man. It's pretty good. Eagles.
Nick Foles lit them up. Nick Foles lit them up. Jared Goff lit them up.
Nick Foles didn't light them up.
Phillip Rivers. Did you see what Phillip Rivers did on Thanksgiving?
So are the Eagles officially your NFC team?
Who is it? You forgot?
You're not willing to commit yet?
No, I'm not committing to anybody. Okay. Right now, I'm on the market.
Yeah,
I'm looking for me a team.
Yeah, I'm committing to the Dallas Cowboys to have a bounce-back year and play the way they should play, healthy and eligible, and your Eagles will be in trouble.
All I'm going by is history. I got a quarter century of history on my side.
Okay.
What does the quarter century of history tell you, Skip Bayless? What does it tell you is going to happen to your Dallas Cowboys? What does history say?
It says every once in a while, the injury god said, you deserve a break, and we'll get a break.